morning, Australia.
Yeah, I think she is leaning towards that they're on a hiring freeze right now, so she's leaning towards the potential of being able to just, if she was to quit.
This looks like 12.
Yeah, he said 8 were coming, and then there was 12 more. So it sounds like he didn't send the first 8; he just sent the 12.
Yeah.
¿Para quién son estos?
El representante de Hawaii en USA.
¿Y ahora para calentar fuera? No.
He said, "Can we use them to warm up now?"
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sí, sí. Son para ti.
Ah, ok.
Sí, sí.
Sí, mejor, que están nuevos.
Sí.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Let me know if I didn't blow them up enough.
Okay, so more.
Well, we worked a bit on obviously pressure defence. They're still getting used to the structure that I usually do because they're used to playing their style of pressure defence, which is a little bit different because they play on a small court. So they've got to adapt to the bigger court, and it's a lot more running for them. We've also worked on a little bit of zonal defence, but unfortunately, because again the nature of their beast is a small court, they're used to defaulting back to 2-2. And on a bigger court, we need to adapt from a diamond to a square, depending on the position of the ball. The issue is, of course, they're not used to a big court, so they're defaulting back all the time to what they know. So the this morning's session will be about that, understanding when to move into those positions, when to press the ball at the right moments, and also how to cut the channel, the passing lane, to stop the ball going through. And the second part of the session will be all about getting out of pressure defence, because I know Barcelona are just going to press the crap out of them.
Good luck.
Yeah, well, they will need a little bit of luck, trust me. But it'll be educational for them, and that's the important thing. I mean, this game is all about them understanding what it's like to be at a professional level, and them understanding that they're not here to beat that team, they're here to learn from that team. As long as they can take that out of it and play to the best of their ability, it'll be a positive experience. If they think that they're going to win, then obviously they'll be disappointed, and they might not take a positive experience out of it, and it becomes a negative experience. So they have to understand the reality of the situation.
I had to open up the can.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. That was awesome.
And that wasn't in the questions, by the way.
Oh, wasn't it?
No.
Well done.
He said, announce the guest who's going to be for the following week,
Yeah.
and go in social media and ask people what questions they would like,
that's a great idea.
and pick one or two of those.
Yeah.
So you would say, hey, I got Al Abrams from Australia. His
Yeah.
question to you, Kagita, is so.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to talk to one of my sponsors that if we pick your question, then we send you something.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
So
That makes it very personal.
I'm going to add that.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Videos now. 3 studios. So a normal studio, kind of like what you first showed me. This is where you have cameras. This is my daughter. This is where I broadcast from. Okay, so that's one studio.
You got Dylan, not Dylan, Connor, and sometimes Alistair. You want to go and press when you don't have to press. Yes, because again, we have to go as a team, not as a one out. Yeah. So it comes back to whoever's on the court, making sure we talk at the right moment to go. Yeah. Because these two want to win the ball, they're eager, they're keen. I like that, but we've got to pick the moment. Yeah. Cool. And if one goes, the other one has to go. Correct? Yep.
Yep.
All good.
Speak
As I
up,
said,
yeah?
For me, it was much better. Yeah.
This mic is not strong enough to your voice, so you need to put the voice up. Yeah.
Project.
Guys,
Yes,
it's
sir. Thank you.
It's always being smart when to press, using your energy to come back, reserve your energy, or move back quickly to set up, and then using that energy and being smart and when to press. Yeah, that's when we need to be smarter.
The
Yeah?
other thing that I liked today was when you got tired, you got off. Yeah. Get used to it. Seriously. Remember, we got more subs, so it's a good thing. But use them. If you're tired, don't stay on. Because that 1% that you drop energy is that time that they score. It's a fine margin at the highest level. So don't get caught.
But boys, come on. I think in the last 5 minutes we were kind of neither here or there. We were not doing anything. We were kind of sitting in the middle here without pressing, but without dropping. We're not doing anything. And that is the worst thing because there's a lot of space behind us where they can move. So we either press or we drop back.
I think with a leader on the court, it made it a lot easier when someone was calling a shape. We knew, okay, because sometimes when Rob was saying, for example, one person was pressing, the other 3 weren't, but it was he pressed silently. Like obviously you can see him press, but hearing a bit of a voice, yeah.
Yes, excited I guess. Versus Barcelona tonight, so just get through this training session and boys should be good to go.
Excited for today, so yeah, it should be good. Yeah, just got to attack.
I want you to think about is your friends, your family, yourself, and how that can motivate you to go on and play the best you can play, reduce the best of your ability, to do the things you need to do in the first part of that visualization. First things first, because again, well, we'll talk about some of your things that you wrote down again. Okay, so what does it mean to you to represent this team? Okay, because some of you put in your notes about mental preparation. What do you need to prepare yourself mentally for this game right now? What do you need to do?
I think it means also that at the moment we're also representing Australia. We're a team from Australia, we're coming here to represent Australia. So that's another important thing that we need to remember. You know, we're representing everyone at home as well and futsal in Australia, so that's something else that we need to keep in mind.
So which segues into, what does it feel like to represent Australia? And what would it feel like if you actually did play for Australia and went to a World Cup? So what would it feel like?
Well, it's an honour. Like it's you know.
When Muita Calma used to be a team that played in the league in WA, so when I first played futsal, I always wanted to play for Muita Calma. They were the best team, always won. They had awesome players playing, but then they all decided to take them out of the league and spread them out and to make their own clubs. So I never got the opportunity. So this is my first time finally playing for Muita Calma. So 6 years later, so it's a good group of boys, and really want to play for the badge.
Fulfill how you dream that you had.
Yeah. It'd be a real good experience, like to see the highest level futsal. It's also one of my dreams to compete at that level, and it'd just be like fulfilling my dream. It'd be amazing.
For me, is calm and like just try not to. Just be mentally prepared. Even if I make mistakes, try not to drop my confidence because I am sort of that type of player. So the most important thing is to be calm and to make sure that I make mistakes, alright, just keep going. So to prepare for that, it's hard, but I just got to keep telling myself, that's it, just keep telling myself, don't worry about the mistakes, try things, apply yourself, that's about it.
We need to be smart about our passion and when we're giving it all we got, and when we don't, when we're feeling like we can't give that 110%, that we should then sub or say, actually I need to get off so that someone else can give their 110% for the team, so that the team percentage doesn't drop and then we concede or have a mistake and costs us. So I think being smart and thinking so that you can give your all you've got is important.
Don't think about negative stuff like what's going to happen if this happens or if that happens. You got to keep the positivity going just so you can get mentally get into the game strong, pretty much.
So in your mental preparation, you're thinking about those things before the game to say, okay, this could happen, but I've got to make.
Yesterday when we went to the Star, like a good word is it should be a privilege to be in this team. Yeah. So like playing for the name or playing for the club should mean more collectively, I think, than any individual or than winning or that sort of thing. So just remember that it should be a privilege when we play for this club. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Everyone here would love to represent us. A lot, to be honest, because it was one experience playing for Australia at that higher level in the World Cup, especially tournament like that. So it's good.
Okay, for me, you proved that you are a leader in the team, so I want to reward you for that today. Okay. But there's a couple others that I think also have that ability, so I want to share that experience as well. Okay. Now we are in training, but this is the game where you will learn so much about different things in futsal. I'm telling you. There'll be things they do and you'll go, shit, how did that happen? Alright? Learn from it. Don't think for 1 minute that you're not good enough. Because you're the best of where you come from. But where you come from is a place that doesn't play many other teams. Is that correct? Yeah, that are outside. This team plays the rest of the country in Spain. In Spain, you have 20 teams in the National League. You have each of those National League teams come from a province. In each province, there's another 6 leagues. Okay? So, to get into this team in Barcelona, you have to be damn good. Right? How many teams in your league? That's what we're talking about. The disparity. Okay? So learn from the experience. If you make a mistake, don't worry about it. You can't change it, correct? Who cares anyway? It's a mistake. Referees make mistakes, do they not? Yes? Coaches make mistakes. Players make mistakes. You're human. Yeah? So, all I ask is, if you make one, brush it aside and say, okay, let's get on with it. Cool? Let's go, huh?
No se lesione nadie. Fuerte, sí, vamos. 1, 2, 3.
Remember where we fucking come from? We warm up in a fucking car park. Yeah.
Come on, boys.
Let's go out there and just give everything we got. Make them work so fucking hard for every goal. Yeah.
Let's go.
Just
Let's go.
leave every little bit of heart you got on that court when you're on. Let's go.
Let's go.